What's going on, guys? So my personal branding course is now active and you can go purchase it through the first link in the description. Now, what I wanted to talk about is what's inside the course and what you'll learn, because a lot of people have been asking me. So I just want to break down everything you'll learn in there in detail and why you should kind of take it. So first off, any people wondering if it's for you, does it work for you? I'm going to break a couple of the barriers people think exist that don't actually. You can be any age, doesn't matter if you're 6 or you're 100, you can get this course and it will work. Doesn't matter if you're not an expert at anything, you don't need to be an expert. I literally teach in there what you can post, what niche to choose, and explain everything so you never run out of content and you don't have to worry about knowing anything, having something to talk about going into this. It's not for people who, well, it is, but you don't have to have a YouTube channel already. This is for people starting from zero, but these tactics also work if you're mid or higher level because I use them as well. Now, you can live anywhere. You don't have to be in the US. You don't have to be in a major country. You can be in a tiny country and this still does work. Now, do you need to be a boy or a girl? Doesn't matter. Both work. If you're camera shy and you're afraid of being on camera, I'll show you how you can overcome that. And if you don't want to be on camera and you're set on that, I show you ways to do it without being on camera as well, so you don't have to be. So those are the main things people really worry about. And do you need money to start or equipment? You don't need any money to begin and you don't need any equipment. You need a cell phone or a webcam on your computer, which I assume you have. If you don't, you can buy a $15 webcam, hook it up to your computer and be good. So you can start with no money and you're not really risking any money here and you don't need to spend any money throughout the course. I teach everything completely free. Now let's jump into what is actually taught. So this is Personal Branding Mastery. That's the name of the course. What you're gonna learn is pretty much doing exactly what I do and a bunch of other big guys like Ty Lopez, Alex Becker, all the entrepreneurs you watch make the most amount of money teaching. There's a reason they all teach now, have courses and other information products, because that's where all the money is. You're not gonna have other people tell you, oh yeah, come do what I do, this is what I do. And you don't even have to be an expert in anything, which most people get wrong. They think you have to be an expert, and I'll show you exactly why. But let's just jump into what the course covers. So first thing is just an introduction, me saying what you're gonna learn, dealing with camera fear, because I started super shy and wasn't good on camera. I'm still not that good on camera, but it's not a big deal. You get used to it after your first or second video. Then we jump into choosing a niche. So how you choose a niche, what niches you can choose. I give you my list of my top niches that I think you should jump into and kind of what's really hot, or how to do niche research in general and find profitable niches, because pretty much every niche is profitable, to be honest, but the top ones that are growing right now, more so than just cryptocurrency, because you guys know that. And then we talk about how I set up your brand and your image, because that is important. You having an image and you being your brand and the whole strategy behind that. Then we jump into YouTube right away, by far one of the longest modules. So it's module 3.1 and 3.2. So I talk about just the YouTube strategy in general and how you can find content, what type of content you can post, giving you tons of ideas how you never run out of content, structuring your channel, your strategy, when to post, how to easily make content and never run out. And then we jump into YouTube ranking and SEO. Now, SEO scares some people. It's not actually SEO. It's pretty simple. So I go in talking about the YouTube algorithm, uploads versus live streams, how to find video tags and channel tags, titles and descriptions, spy on competitors. I have a software launching, and you get it for free if you're in my course right now. It will only be that way for the first week or two, but it does have to do with this, and I'll give you my software completely free if you get the course. So that's in there. And then we talk about thumbnails, clickbait, and a bunch of other things, ad placement, demonetization, playlists, analytics, and so on, editing videos, basics. I threw that in there for you guys. Then we jump into Facebook and then Instagram and just the strategies I use in there. And then monetization. Now this module split into 4 different sections because there's so much information in there. So every way you can make money with personal branding, the main ways that are very easy. So courses. And then we jump into the strategy behind that. So when should you create a course? How many subscribers should you have? What's the strategy? How do I build a course? What do I make it on? How much information do I give away? Kind of everything in there, and then how to actually sell it. Then we'll go into affiliate marketing on YouTube and other social medias, how you can make money doing that and the whole strategy behind that. And then we jump into using Facebook groups, free and paid, to build your following and make money in that sense. And then we jump into drop shipping, which is broken down into more modules just to make it easier, but they're not super long videos, so don't get intimidated by this. But setting up a drop shipping store, super automated, cheap upfront cost, and making money doing that with a following. So that's pretty in-depth. Then I talk about how to sell on social media. It's not too complicated, so it's only 2 videos in there, and using giveaways, different type of giveaways, which I don't mention. Then this is one of the big modules here, is advertising. I go in depth with Dan on exactly all the ad strategies we've been using to scale my Amazon course, how we're going to use it to scale this one. And you get my exact sales funnels, you get my exact email funnels, and you get my exact ad templates that I've been using. So the exact ones I use, you will get at the end of this course in the resource section. So literally everything on advertising you could want to know. And then we go into using experts and outsourcing. So what can you outsource, what you shouldn't. If you're going to use an expert, how to implement that. And then I talk about one video on the negative side of it and how you can deal with things. So if people are trying to resell your course, if they're talking shit on you, a bunch of different things like that, just the negative side and how to deal with it and combat it. And then I do talk about business structure. So what kind of business formation should you have? What should you do with taxes and write-offs and things like that? So I do go into that information. And then there is a resource section with every link to everything I talk about in the course, all products, all websites or free softwares and stuff I use. Have the link to download my software for free, and all the templates I mentioned before of my sales funnels, my email funnels, my ad templates, the list of the top niches, and so on. So there's a lot of stuff in there. Now, like I said, this course is for everyone. If you haven't started personal branding already, it's the whole new wave. Now, if you look at any of the bigger guys, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, why are they wasting their time on YouTube if they're making so much money? Because they make the majority of their money off their following. Perfect example of building a personal brand, Gary Vee. Even if you don't get Gary Vee status, he can go launch a sock brand and build it to a couple $1 million and then sell it because of the following he has. No matter what he's doing, people will follow him. So personal branding, it's building that relationship. And if you have the right strategies, you guys can really just make tons. It's for having no money to begin, not working a lot. You can work an hour a day or less. Having, like I said, no money anywhere, no restrictions. It's not very competitive. No one else is really teaching this yet. You can make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. And I represent that because I've been doing this for about 10 months. I've made about $3 million and grown from 0 to 75,000 subscribers. So it can happen quick. You don't have to be an expert. You can live anywhere. You don't need any money to begin. So if you guys want to get inside this course, it'll be the first link in the description, and hopefully I'll see you guys in there.